Hi everyone. I thought I would jump on and show you some of my favorite things. So instead of raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, although they are pretty cute as well, I thought I would show you some of the favorite things that makes up Nichelle Nolan, aka Charlie Gal. So probably number one would have to be art, and one of the main things in art would have to be my little Wacom bamboo tablet. And there's its pen. These have seen me through pretty much my whole entire tertiary study and my 2 years of working in the field, and it has served me well. I now have an Intuos 4 at work as well, so but I use this one at home still, and it served me so well. So much of my other technology has died, yet this endures. So Wacom tablet, number one of my favourite things. Alright, so another one of my favourite things would have to be music, and if you've seen my channel, you've probably seen me singing or mucking about doing stupid things like that. This is another thing that I play. It's my penny whistle. Unfortunately, it has a chunk taken out at the top there where my cousin bit it, and ever since that happened, every time I play it, it has a bit of too much air gets through and it doesn't have a nice tone anymore. So I do need to get another one of these, but that is also another one of my favourite things. Let's see. Thirdly, I have my Sai. These two babies, I used to do a bit of training and stuff with a while ago. My older half brother Justin, he handed them down to me, so they're not actually custom fit to me, but you know, they're also one of my favorite things. I really like them. They are excellent props, and they're also quite fun to draw. I've used them in a few life drawing studies. They used to be fun to play with, but I'd have to say my skills these days with all the mixed martial arts that I used to do is definitely not as good as what it once was. But they are also one of my favourite things. Now, another thing that was supposed to come out during this whole favourite things session was my copy of The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Unfortunately, it is buried at the back of my bookcase, and I can't get it out with all the crap that's at the bottom of it, so unfortunately I can't bring that out this session, but I'm sure there will be another session of my favourite things because I have plenty to show you. Alright, another one of my favourite things would have to be Super Grover. In a couple of videos you can actually see the one that I have hanging up on my blinds, floating around in the background. But this here is a little jack-in-the-box of Super Grover that I have had for a little while. So let me see whether I can. It always scares me whenever it goes off, but let's go. Oh no, it seems to have died. I must have killed it sometime. Anyway, he does jump out. Ta-da! That is Mr. Super Grover. He's very adorable. That put a lot of dust in the air. He's a little dusty. He's been sitting on display for far too long. I should play with him more often. But Super Grover, another one of my favourite things. Alright, so when it comes to musical acts, as you know, Seven Dust are my favourite band. But when it comes to, I have two very favourite genres, and one of them is metal, but the other is hardstyle. So one of my favourite music acts from the hardstyle scene is the Tone Shifters, and I got them to sign this for me. Tis backwards. I keep forgetting to flip the films, so probably will forget to do it, but Tone Shifters signed this, hence this is one of my favourite things. Alright, so another one of my favourite things, I really love to get dressed up, as everyone who follows my stock account will know. So one of my favourite things that helps to really create good atmosphere or fantasy in design is my corset. So this here is my corset. It's a Victorian underbust. If you follow my stock account, I'm sure you've seen it before. It's a lot of fun. Hang on, let's see if I can get it. Oh, no. Oh, well. Anyway, if you get the general gist, this is it. It's all undone and stuff, ready to be hopped into and pulled really, really skinny. Oh! But, yes, also one of my favourite things. Okay, so when it comes to movies, apart from Disney and a whole heap of animation and horror movies and adventure films, my all-time favourite movie, I would have to say, is Repo the Genetic Opera. I love musicals, I love horror movies, and I just love really interesting storylines that are a little twisted. This caters for all of that. It has amazing songs. I love it. I don't care what anyone says. I think this is one of the greatest films of all time. Hence, it is one of my favourite things. Alrighty, so what are we down to? Okay, so one of my favourite things is Alice in Wonderland. And as a branch off from that, there's a comic book series by Zenescope called Return to Wonderland. There's actually 3 in it: Return to Wonderland, Beyond Wonderland, and Escape from Wonderland. But anyway, I do a lot of fan art for that, or used to anyway. And I actually got a little pony custom commissioned as the Queen of Hearts. So this is my custom My Little Pony. As you can see, she's got the crown there and the beautiful long hair, and she's even got the dress that sits down around as well, and the little laces on the back of her corset. She's got one green eye and one blue eye, just like in the comic. She is one of my favourite things. I have to say, it's one of the coolest toys I own. I love her dearly. She's amazing. So one of my favourite things. So that brings me to the comic, Return to Wonderland. This is the hardcover of the first one. This is one of my favourite, all-time favourite comics. I still read it a lot. There are 2 others in the series, and they're also just as excellent. But yeah, one of my favourite things. Okay, so that brings me to the end of this session, and I hope you enjoyed. Let's see, I need to dry my hair off. I hope you enjoyed discovering with me some of my favourite things. So until next time, stay cool, be safe, have lots of fun, and I shall see you later.